All right, I'm here to talk to you about putting together a first aid kit for your pet. And really, when you make your first aid kit, just go ahead and personalize it. Not everything here is going to be what you want in yours. I will tell you that the American Red Cross does have a pet first aid kit, and it has pretty much all the essentials you probably will need, including a styptic pencil, a sling binder, rescue blanket, and so on and so forth. So this actually has a lot in it, and I believe the last time I checked it was under 15, which is not too bad. And it does come in a nice little thing that you can actually put around your waist if you want to just take it with you on a hike or whatever. So depending on what you do with your dog is probably what you want to go ahead and put in your first aid kit. The first thing I did was I did put some essential stuff on a piece of paper in a sheet protector, both sides. And this little handy dandy thing that we got for everybody here for Pet First Aid Month, it has a lot of really good stuff in it. I was really amazed. Now, there you go. I've told everybody that this is what I carry because I do rescue. You're probably not going to need bite gloves, but they're really handy to have. I would suggest always have gloves in there, some sort. Make sure you put them in a Ziploc bag and check them because they do get brittle after a while. So really check them so that you know that they're still able to be used. You don't want them breaking in the middle of something. Definitely alcohol. We have alcohol wipes. You can get alcohol. You don't want to probably carry a container like this. These are really portable. Gauze is always good to have. I carry a rain poncho because you never know. And sometimes if you do a lot of rescue, I would even put an extra pair of dry socks because we've had a lot of wet rescues. A good N95 mask is always a good thing to have because you never know what you're going to run into. But again, make this your own. You may think this is something that you don't want to carry. Any kind of muzzle, and we went over trying, how to make a muzzle from just a piece of rope or your leash or whatever in case of an emergency. Definitely trash bags. Paper towels, I'm sure you always keep this in your car or whatever you want to use when you go on a thing. And you could take some of these and put them in a Ziploc too to make them a little more portable. Hydrogen peroxide, you just never know when you're going to need it. I always have this on hand in case I get a bite. This is what, if you get a puncture wound, a bite from an animal, really the only thing that they're going to do, or I should say most emergency rooms are going to go ahead and soak your hand in betadine, make sure you have an updated tetanus shot, and send you home. Always have some sort of wrap. I like using vet wrap because it's elastic and it adheres to itself. So if you had, say your dog's leg got a cut on it, you could put this on the cut, then wrap it. This really holds up to a lot of stuff. And of course, scissors, blunt-ended scissors. I also like to have witch hazel on hand because this will help with just about anything, including poison ivy.
And make sure it's 100% witch hazel, doesn't have any added ingredients to it. This brand is fantastic. You can find it at Walmart.
Thank you, Rachel. Triple antibiotic, some cotton balls to put all that liquid on, and if you don't have vet wrap on you, let's just say you have, ace bandages. These are good to have to hold them on in a short term. You know, just wrap it around, not too tight, but to hold it if you lose those little hooky things. Needle nose pliers. These are great for getting out splinters, pieces of wood. I had a dog that punctured the top of his mouth.
Porcupine quills.
Porcupine quills, good idea. And you want wire cutters. You never know when you're going to take a dog on a trail and they run into some buried wire fencing, barbed wire. I've had that happen. If you need to cut something out of fur, it's always good to have this. Put it in between the fur and the skin. Cut on top, not under, so that you don't pull up the skin and cut the skin. If you have animals that look like they're really dehydrated, these are really good to put in the cheek. Just lift their cheek out, put it in, shoot water in it, and always poop bags. You never know when you're gonna need these. And you can actually double use these as plastic on your hands in case you need to pick something up. I've used it to drag a dead body off the road, just so that you didn't get it on you. So there's some things. If you have any questions, again, personalize it. You're not going to need everything that I have, but it gives you some idea of what to have on hand, maybe even at home. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome. There's more stuff on our website, nhpetcare.com. Under articles, look for Pet First Aid Kit. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
And make sure you stop by the table in the front room when you first walk in, and you guys can pick up one of these if you have not yet. And I believe we still have some gauze and gloves so you can start your first aid kit at home.